Alright, what's up, Knights of Apollo? How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. You made it just in time for another glorious siege battle in Total War Rome 2. Today we got a bit of a Roman civil war. We have Rome attacking Rome. That's always a great balance, right? You know, oh, they're bringing Rome. What should we bring? Let's bring Rome. You know, that's a good way to keep it balanced, I suppose. So let's go ahead and look at the attackers. We are going to start here pretty soon. As you can see, the Seleucids are already attacking this long wall of Carthage. And then at the corner here, I guess the middle, we have Sparta, which is a faction you don't see attacking too many times. They're more of a defensive faction, but it's always fun to see them on the offense. And then we have Rome, which of course, Rome is Rome. They're awesome. Now on the defensive side, we have Egypt and Iceni. So we got two blue factions, and then of course we have Rome on defense, mostly I think holding against the Seleucids. So some fun factions here today. It's going to be a lot of fun. They are letting them take the walls, so they're not really putting up troops, which is kind of surprising. I would try to send up some forces to hold at least the stair area. Now here's one thing you always got to watch out for. If you're going to have infantry near the wall like this, when the enemy attacks and they're scaling the walls, they're on the walls, you will, well, you missed it, but they threw their pila at them and it just hit the wall. So make sure that, I know it can be kind of difficult to micromanage having to turn on and off auto fire or fire at will. But you got to just watch out for that stuff, because that stuff does add up. It does matter. You want to make sure you preserve your ammo for the perfect timing. You know, the pila or the archer air, whatever ammo it may be. Make sure you use it the best way possible. See, they're wasting shots here too. I guess they're getting a little bit of hits. They got some slingers by Iceni. Iceni is also another pretty decent. The thing about Iceni, they don't have like bows, they only have slingers. So on defense they can be pretty decent, but also on offense they can be pretty good because their infantry is so good. But you know, if you're playing on offense with Iceni, just try to get your slingers on a wall or in a really good spot to throw down some rocks. But Iceni is attacking the walls and fighting for the walls with his chosen sword band against the thorax swordsmen of the Seleucids. Now, if we zoom out here, you can see that there are some tortoises bringing down the walls. You have siege towers going full speed. Here we go. Rome is sending up troops. Look at that. So it looks like they did decide to send up some forces. Oh my God, look at those arrows. But you see, that's another situation. Those arrows were kind of wasted right there. I usually never, ever, it depends on the situation, but most, I would say like 95% of the time, I do not use my arrows against units that are on the wall because they're heavily defended and protected by these stone walls here. So, yeah, it doesn't, it's not, like, they're getting a couple hits, but I would say only like 5% of those arrows are hitting an enemy. So it's not really worth it. Anyways, let's go back over here. This is a fast battle here. This is just going crazy. We got some troops. Look at these hillmen. Look at, I love it. They're jumping. They do this weird like lean back thing when they jump down. Like lean back, lean back. There they go. But the Seleucids are pouring in against the Hastati. Hastati are, I guess this is like his initial weak defense force, which is not a bad idea. Hastati are solid units for their price. And now Sparta is not pushed up yet. He's destroyed many walls. Unfortunately, this one didn't destroy all the way, so he can't run through it. But he's got plenty of openings, and he should honestly push soon since the Seleucids are going all in. They really want to try to push together and put pressure on the defenders as much as possible, like wherever they can. Rome is now pushing up their forces, and they're going to have quite the defense here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of thorax swordsmen ready to go. He's also got more thorax swordsmen over here, so he is just spamming thorax swordsmen. Now, I'm pretty sure in Rome too, I don't know why I can't remember this, but You know, in Medieval 2, when you got more, it really depended on the unit, but if you got more than, like, I think the average was like 4, the unit price would go way up, kind of preventing people from spamming units. You know, like if you're trying to get the most bang from your buck, you would only get like 4 feudal knights because the 5th one is going to cost way more. So I don't know. I don't think Rome 2 has that system. I wish they did. Here we go. Here comes Sparta. They are pushing it against the sword band with some Spartan hoplites. Oh man, look at Sparta. Sparta, always a fan favorite. Always a fan favorite. I always love the stories about Sparta. Here comes another unit pushing up Spartan hoplites against these sword band. I always love, first off, the quotes from Sparta, or like Spartan quotes, are amazing. You know, like the classic one of they'll shoot so many arrows they'll blot out the sun, and he said we'll fight in the shade. You know, it's just like, that's, or if if that quote, you guys remember if? I think it was something, I might destroy the history behind these quotes, but look them up for yourself. But I think it was like the Persians said, you know, if we destroy you, we'll kill all of you, take all your weapons, and, you know, enslave your women, or something like that. And they replied with if. That is such a savage reply. It's so badass. It's so awesome, man. Like, these Spartans were hardcore. It was just, it's like Hollywood level quotes there. It was just insane. I really can never get over the if quote. Just seriously, think about that. Replying with just one word, if. That's amazing. But yeah, one of my favorite stories about Sparta is, of course, like Spartan, like young men, really boys at their age, where they force them into basically having to steal and survive, and that's kind of how their rite of passage and whatnot to becoming Spartan soldiers. And this might be myth. This might not be a true story, but one kid, apparently he was hungry and he stole a wolf. Someone had like a wolf, and there was like a patrol walking by him, and he was hiding the wolf under his shirt, and the wolf was biting at him, but yet he made it look like nothing was happening, and he dies from it. And apparently, you know, one Spartan's like, this was a true Spartan right here. Again, I probably butchered that story. Just kind of coming back to me at the top of my head. But I do recommend you guys look up this Spartan stuff because it is so cool. Anyways, let's get back to the battle. I do sometimes get sidetracked there. So the Seleucids are making good progress here. Now, keep in mind, they've only really killed Hastati, which, you know, it's progress, but it's not like they're taking on Principes or anything that is, you know, much better than the Hastati. So, but he is starting to chip away at the Roman defense, and they are starting to gain control of this outer wall. So they are pushing out. They've got a couple more. They got some legionaries they have to take care of. I don't know why the Principes are in column formation like this, but it works, I guess. And then over here, they're so close to taking the gate. They did neutralize it, so that's good. But they might have to send up more forces. Now let's look over here and see how the Spartans are doing in their attack. Sword band taking on the heroes of Sparta. So he's already sending in some really good units. Sparta is some really good units. Spartan hoplites are fighting side by side with the heroes. So I'm sure they're inspired. But they kind of have the Iceni forces right where they want them. And honestly, guys, Sparta looks like a pretty big threat. They look pretty terrifying. Over here, Iceni has it a little bit more under control. They just have one unit of hoplites, and the hoplites are just tanky dudes. And look at the kills on these guys, 173. That's pretty dang good for hoplites. Over here, he's got the Royal Spartans, 34 kills. Now, these guys are a bit more surrounded. He might want to send up more troops, or Rome or somebody might want to send in more forces. Now, Rome is not fully committed to this fight. He's actually have taken a lot of casualties here. Now, this unit's not amazing by any degree. 3 here. It's not, you know, the most impressive unit, so it's not a huge deal that you're losing a ton of these men to archer fire, but it's still a tough sight to watch. Ooh, legionaries. There we go. See if he goes in with the legionaries soon. Here we go. He's pushing now. Oh no, don't fall back. He needs to push in because Sparta could definitely use the help. You know, with Sparta, they can only bring spears. They don't have any sworded infantry. So Rome fighting next to Sparta is a good combo because they can kind of support each other. Oh, here we go. This is really good for Sparta. They're breaking the spear band. And if they break them, they can run over and support the Royal Spartans. All right, let's head back over here where Sparta is trying to fight his way through Iceni, who Iceni is holding with excellent units. These are the chosen sword band, chosen hand-selected warriors, all in one big unit. It's the best of the best for the Iceni, and they're doing their best to keep the Spartans back from reinforcing the Seleucids, who are making great progress against Rome. Now, Rome has moved up the Praetorian Guard, so we're seeing now the best of the best. I mean, imagine being a Seleucid soldier and easily fighting through the Hastati and being like, oh, hey, we're doing pretty good. And then you turn the corner and you see men with purple cloaks and you realize, oh, here's a deadly force. This is where it's gonna get challenging. Got Royal Peltas sitting back, trying to throw some jabbies where they can. Lots of projectiles flying everywhere. That was a pretty cool shot right there. Gotta love this. Got the Royal Peltas, the temple in the back, the men fighting in the center, and the arrows flying overhead. Pretty cool scenes, epic battle scenes, and that's what Total War is all about, right? These big battles, at least the older ones. All right, so here's the Principes. They are taking on some Persian hoplites. So Rome is still doing very well up top, like this hill area. So they're still controlling the fight over here. So they could potentially regain this ground. Iceni could even charge in, but they're holding their men back. What is this? Chosen sword band. They're holding them back because the Seleucids can easily, one, shoot them, or send in reinforcements to counterflank Iceni. So they're kind of sitting back. Iceni is now... Oh, wait, did they win over here? Iceni's doing a really good job holding up this area. Nice little cap charge from the Spartans. But they're taking on the Iceni infantry, and they're just going to chew them up if they stay too long in melee. But here comes some Spartan hoplites as they push forward and try to engage the chosen swords, which there's a lot of chosen swords for Iceni. Who's winning this one? Ooh, the Spartans are losing. But look at this, big push over here from Sparta. They're setting in a lot of units, including some Helot archers, some slave archers. They do have, let's see, 1, 2 units of pikemen. They have their general, which is a Royal Spartan, and a standard Royal Spartan unit. So they do still have some really good units. They actually moved over some of their archers over onto this side of the siege to help out the Seleucids. But so far, guys, I mean, Rome is holding quite well. I mean, it felt like the Seleucids were going to break through here pretty quickly, but Rome is just doing a great job of rallying their troops and pushing them back. So a glorious fight there. We kind of zoom out, and it really feels like everyone's going all in at this point. Rome still has a huge army. They have not really fully, they've only committed like, what, 10% of their army, if even. Is this the Egyptians? Oh my God, Rome should be taking advantage of this right now. Attacking Rome, that is. Attacking Rome should be trying to flank these troops as quickly as possible. I think he is trying, but Egypt sent over some thorax swordsmen to watch the flank of this main blob here. But yeah, get the archers firing. If he's gonna send out units outside the city walls, he's giving up all advantage. He's giving up, you know, the walls against archers, the choke points, everything. So just focus this down. This could be a huge win for Rome. This is a big mistake. Look at that. They are dropping quick thanks to the Syrian, very deadly Syrian archers. One of the best archers in the game. Not the absolute best, but definitely top tier archer. Thorax swordsman. Let's see, they're down to 67. So it's pretty even, but they're about to break, and that's gonna cause, ooh, he needs to commit. So Rome needs to commit the legionaries. He doesn't want this front line to break because he's keeping them occupied here. He needs to send them in. Now they have some, oh no, is there some, oh yeah, there's some fighting up on the walls. So Rome is still kind of pushing with their troops. He's got legionary cohort. They are getting shot though quite heavily by these archers from Egypt. So it's a really good spot with these archers. And that's one of the risks about charging the walls like this. Your flank is open to archer fire. That's all right. I mean, some of your units just are gonna have to take the brunt of the archer ammo, you know? Just how it's gonna be. The fighting is fierce for these walls of Carthage. Looks like Rome is victorious. The great push of the Seleucids has died. They have failed to take this wall. Rome can now reorganize his forces and reinforce where his allies are still fighting. The Seleucids are not done yet though. They still have some really small units. They have the general, but they also have 3 units of archers, which these are Syrian archers. They can get a lot of kills still. So the Seleucid army, yes, is mostly defeated, but still have the firepower to rack up a lot of kills. So I like to see that the Seleucids didn't just give up and throw away their army. They did reorganize, and he's going to support the Spartan forces. Here comes more chosen sword band coming in to reinforce, making this hell for the Spartan, the royal Spartans. What's that other great Spartan quote? Spartans don't ask how many, but where the enemy is. You know, it's just like little things like that. So awesome. See, I don't know what Rome is doing over here. I really think he's missing a huge opportunity. He should be sending as many troops as possible, or as many troops needed to deal with this push out force. Like, get some men in there, surround him, use this area where he overextended, get behind him. He might counter flank from here, but that's fine. Then you just send in more troops. I think this is a huge loss for Rome because he's not taking advantage of this push out. Rome on this side has broken through the breach point. Thorax swordsmen are taking on the legionaries, and then on the other side, this is the great Egyptian wall of thorax swordsmen. Now, of course, we do have arrows focusing down these pikemen, which is a smart thing to do. They need to do that. But these pikes are going to try to break through the Egyptian wall to get basically to the Romans and support them in their push. Now we have bows who are out of ammo. See, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. It means Egypt is using a lot of their ammo. In fact, they use most of their ammo. This unit doesn't have any ammo. This unit's still firing over the building, going after the pikemen. The pikemen are still fairly good numbers. It's just one unit, 152. That's really good. We have other pikes over on this way. And here comes the Seleucids with whatever they have left to reinforce the Spartan forces. Oh yeah. The blood is like changing on these guys. Love those Amish beards. can never get enough close-ups of the Spartans. So awesome. So the fight's pretty tough there. The street battles are going to be intense. Like, these narrow street battles are going to be intense for the attackers because it's just so difficult to break through. Now, the attackers still have hope because Rome is still going strong. Oh, here we go. That was kind of odd for... I guess Egypt kind of... They gave up this flank. Now the pikes are just moving in. I guess they were trying to surround these legionaries, and maybe they thought they could break them before the pikes moved up. But that's definitely not the case, and these pikemen are going to clean up these thorax swords, and that's one less flank the Romans have to worry about. And there we go. Yeah, they're breaking, guys. Now this is kind of surprising. Again, seeing pikemen so early in the battle. We're only like a little over halfway into the battle. Usually you see pikemen late game because it's kind of like the reason you see pikemen usually towards the end of the battle is, one, they're very tough to kill in like last stand positions, like choke point positions, because to kill pikemen you need to flank them so you're not taking them on head on. But the other thing is that usually towards the end of battles, people don't have ammo, so they don't have any, like another tool to defeat the pikemen, because pikemen are very weak to archer fire. And when you don't obviously have ammo, well, the pikemen still go strong. You know, you need something to kill these guys. Sometimes you can use javies as well from infantry to try to, you know, focus down these pikes. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. We got the Seleucid general over here, the Royal Peltis. This is a really good unit. They're coming in to support the pikes of Sparta, which is a good move. Rome is now shifting over their archers, which, yeah, they still have ammo. They still have plenty of ammo. So they're trying to obviously go for the pikemen, the Spartan pikemen, because they are going to be a big threat to this defense. And then let's head back here where Sparta is kind of fighting, but what I can see here, they don't have enough men to break through this defense. I think this force over here that's attacking the Spartan Seleucid force is more of a diversion than anything else. Well, their pikes are getting hit hard. Their pikes are already down to 82. I think they're getting shot at. But he's moving out the pikes to try to help this fight. Now, even with 82 pikes or 78 pikes, you can still do a ton of damage. But they're dropping quick though. Yeah, this flank is gonna fall soon. And they have nothing to reinforce it. And Rome is being so passive right now. So passive. I mean, they could send a unit in right here and start fighting the Egyptian. There's a gap right here. You know, like, get in there. Bring your soldiers to the fight. Because holding back, it might seem nice because, well, you have a big army when everybody else doesn't. But the thing is like, you got to attack when your allies are attacking, because they're gonna just take you on one at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how many defending forces here you have. You have Rome, defense of Rome. You have Iceni. You have Egypt. All three of the defenders are here right now, focusing you down, and that's a problem. So I think he's finally moving up troops, because if you look, Egypt flanked around with Egypt. Oh, it worked. Egyptian infantry causing the Roman infantry to break. They need to get more troops up there and counter that flank. The Roman archers are opening fire, so that's good. But I wouldn't waste archer fire on archers that are out of ammo. He was too late. The Romans were too late. Look, he's coming to plug this gap. Yeah, I think Rome is being a little too passive here. Just a little too passive. He needs to get a little bit more aggressive, get in this fight. The Iceni general is about to die. Not a big deal because Iceni's pretty much out of the game at this point. So, I don't know. I mean, the defense is looking really solid right now. It really is just going to come down to what can Rome do. What can the attacking Romans, what can they do? Now back here, they are close to breaking through this street. This is actually pretty good for Sparta in the Seleucids. If they can break through here quickly, that's going to give them an opportunity to flank behind the defenders over here. So we'll see if they can do that. But this is a solid unit of Chosen Swordsman. They have 133 men. They have 94 kills, so they're positive on the kill D so far. So they will hold for at least another 10 minutes, probably. Maybe not that long. Maybe like more like 5 minutes for sure. But we'll see. Now the Romans, look at this. The Romans are shifting over because they realize they've got to defend this flank. So they're, oh, this is a good move by Rome. Setting in legionaries to protect the flank of the Spartan general. Are they going to send any more, though? No, it looks like that's it for now. And here we go. Here's some progress. Rome, well, they still have to take care of the defensive Rome unit of Principes. Iceni's clashing in. They need to send in more. Is this Praetorian Guard back here? No, but okay, this is still a very good unit. Here's the general. Just kind of seeing what they got here and if they can actually break through. I mean, they've got just a lot of a good unit. Let's see, he's got his Syrian archers who are out of ammo. If he's out of ammo, that's not a good sign. Yeah, see, I think he wasted his ammo there. Yeah, you're going to need that ammo late game. And I wouldn't even say this is late game. I know that there's only 11 minutes left in this battle replay, but they're not even near the town center. Here we go. More Romans are pushing through. There we go. Using numbers, using brute force. Break down your opponents. And now they have broken through and they can shift, reinforce. But look at this. Rome has Praetorian Guard. Oh, just when the attacking Roman army thought they've gotten through, no, it's only just gotten worse as the Praetorian Guard are coming up to reinforce this front line. What a bloodbath this has been. An absolute bloodbath. I mean, both sides ruthlessly fighting for this one area. I mean, the whole battle has been like right here and some fighting up there, but both sides stubborn, both sides not willing to give up. And it all comes down to attacking Rome. And really the defending Romans. It's coming down to Rome. Guys, I think Rome is going to win. I don't know about you guys, but I think Rome's going to win. Sure enough, the Chosen Sword Band still holding strong, just under 100 troops. Last one we saw them, they had 133. I think they had 94 kills. Now they have 151. They are racking up kills, and they are doing a lot of damage to the Spartan general. Oh, no. No, what happened? Did the Romans die, or did they fall back? I don't know. Is this the same Roman army that unit that pushed up here and was defending the flank of the Spartan general, but now he has given up that flank and the Spartan general is fighting surrounded? Now, Spartans excel at this kind of stuff, at fighting surrounded and whatnot. But I don't know if the Spartans can fight their way out of this one. All right, Rome really needs to move up his men here. Needs to move them forward. You know what I just realized, guys? Whenever there's Rome, they always tend to lose, and you guys always complain about it. Like, dang it. Like, why does Rome always have to lose? Well, guess what, guys? Rome's gonna win today. All right, doesn't matter who. Rome is going to win. Whether it be the defenders or the attackers, they're winning today. So I don't want to hear it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so yeah, they've broken through. And here comes some Roman archers. They're just slowing down the cohort here. And here comes more defensive Romans. The Spartan general is breaking. He'll probably fight to the death. They got 155 kills, but it will not be enough to break through this defense. Oh, man. They look like fish when their mouths just open and you don't really hear a yell. It's just like they're like fish or something. I don't know. But there goes the Spartan general. There goes Sparta. And it's only down to Rome. But look at the balance of power. It's pretty even. So even though the Roman, the Roman attackers, their allies are gone, they still have so many troops that they can still win this battle. And you can see the city is emptied out. Everyone is flooding this area here. It's all coming down to this. Let's see if the Roman attackers can pull off something impressive here and win this battle. So he's even sent in his Syrian archers. Not a terrible move because it's keeping this unit of legionaries occupied, busy defending this choke point. But the archers are not going to beat them. That's the thing. They're doing their job of distracting, but they're not going to beat them. Oh, here we go. Rome pushing in more units, the attacking Romans, that is. The Iceni general is fighting his heart out, trying to defend here. Rome's doing a pretty good, attacking Rome is doing a pretty good job here. He's got two generals that have taken some damage and are fighting for this wall. So if they die, if he can kill these generals, that's going to give him a huge morale boost. Well, not a morale boost, but it's going to weaken the morale of the defenders, and that's going to be huge. Ooh, some artillery coming in. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, look at this. Well, I don't know. I mean, the cohort here of 94, they've killed 200. Holy crap. They are breaking these units. That's pretty huge. They're taking on legionaries. They are losing. Well, the combat's even. Attacking Rome could win this. He just needs to break these Syrian archers because they are causing a flank debuff here. Like, that's not good. So if he can quickly break them and just continue focusing on this big blob of Egyptians and Romans, he might have a chance of winning through or fighting through this. There we go. They broke the Syrian archers. That's big. They just need to break these thorough spears, and that will be even bigger. Okay, he's moved up some cohort over to this side to help the Syrian archers. So now the legionaries, the defensive Roman legionaries, find themselves surrounded, but they have 352 kills. Now, to be fair, I bet a lot of those kills are against archers. So, but still, that is a lot of kills. Oh, Rome fell over here. The attacking Romans have fallen. Oh my god. And look at the defensive Roman general has sallied out. He's going for the slingers. He's going for the slingers. Well, the balance of power is still fairly even, but I would say it is slightly in favor of the defenders. If they continue to fight like this, I think the defenders should be able to pull out a victory here. But we'll see. We'll see. It just really depends on how these small battles play out. If the attacking Romans can win this fight here, and if they can win this fight over here, which it doesn't look like they are, it actually looks like they're falling back their men to go fight in this middle area.
What do we say?
But this is all defensive units here. I mean, Rome is down to a handful of troops attacking Rome. And now we have the Roman generals. Like, this is something personal here in this Roman civil war. The Roman generals fighting each other. One general throws in some infantry support. Do they kill the Roman general? No, I think he's gonna get out of there. Oh! Beautiful. So that was a solid defense by the Romans, and really everybody on the defensive side. I think it is quite clear that they're going to win this battle unless something amazing happens, like a tornado shows up and kills the defenders or something. But I don't think that's going to happen, as the balance of power now looks, it looks like the defenders are going to clearly win this. And they're actually flanking around here with their troops. But look at the carnage of this fight. This was a bloodbath. Now, what could have the attackers could have done better here? I think the Seleucids went in alone too quickly. It seemed like the Seleucids just right away started attacking. And it took a little time for the Spartans and the Romans, especially the Romans. I think if the Romans went in, I think if the Romans and the Spartans intermingled with their troops and went in both with a hoplite unit and a legionary, or whatever sorted infantry of what Rome had, they could have done so much more damage. But I think Rome's little hesitation here kind of hurt them. You'll watch though. I mean, Rome will get a lot of kills here, the attacking Romans. But sometimes it's not always about kills. So I think they were just a little bit off on their synergy, is I suppose what I'm trying to get at. But the defending side did great. You know, they did a great job. They didn't give up. They held these walls, and it paid off. It paid off big time. So we'll go ahead and fast forward so we can get to the end results and see how some of these armies did, see how some of the units performed in terms of kills. But this is what's left of Rome, the attacking Romans. There we go. A costly victory for the defenders, but a victory nonetheless, and Carthage will continue to stand. So let's end the replay and look at these kills. So this was sent in by Squid Star. I appreciate the battle replay. He did really good. Look at the kills. See, look at the two Roman players, almost identical kills. That's crazy. Just Rome's so good. But Sparta did very well as well. Seleucids kind of struggled there, getting the least amount of kills. But again, it's not always about kills. I think that, you know what? Honestly, the other thing that the attackers should have done, I think Sparta and Rome should have went in first together, then the Seleucids on that long wall. I think timing really does matter in these siege battles. But yeah, that was a great battle. I enjoyed this a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I do appreciate the support, guys. Still in the process of that move. I think it's gonna take. In case you're wondering, you might not be wondering, but I don't have internet at my new place, and I'm trying to figure out how long it's gonna take. Well, it's gonna take. They said roughly between 40 to 90 days to have internet. So it's gonna be a while, and I might have to commute somewhere to record for a couple months, but it is what it is. So I do appreciate the support. Thank you for the likes and the comments and the shares and all my YouTube members. It does mean a lot. It helps me to continue to do what I love, which is recording these battles. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time on the battlefield.